show's about family. I think the show is about relationships.
It's not a perfect family.
It's not a perfect family, but we love each other, and we love each other on the set and off the set.
This is much more, I don't even want to say gritty, but I mean it is. It's just much more believable and real.
When I was a teenager, all I was interested in was having sex and drinking and smoking pot. Where's the TV show with those kids on it?
I'm 16. Mom, I bet you dated guys who drove when you were my age.
Things were different then, honey.
But we're trying to deal with real teenage problems, and a father particularly just doesn't get it.
Doesn't she have great breasts?
What? What the hell kind of question is that?
They're new. I got them for my birthday. See, her parents bought her implants.
Yeah, well, I only agreed to feed and clothe you, not turn you into a flotation device.
This one is a little more edgy and provocative.
As soon as I heard that it was controversial, I was in. Actually, just as soon as my agent told me there was nothing else out there, that's when I really knew I was in.
By any chance, do you have a nipple ring?
Well, we don't want it to be schmaltzy and sentimental, but it is good parenting. It's just in an odd way.
You're getting a spanking.
What? Oh, come on.
I said get up right now.
But I said I was sorry, and I never do anything wrong.
There. You knew the rules when you broke them.
What the hell are you doing? Stop it!
Yeah.
What is that?
All right. These kids, it's like I sort of taken them on as my own kids, and I love them individually and as a group, and I love spending time with them, on the set and off the set. More on the set, really. I mean, off the set, I have one rule, it's no eye contact.
The casting process is, as you know, after a good script, it's everything. And a lot of shows become good shows with good casts and not good scripts, and the scripts eventually catch up. But when you get the two together, that's magic, and that's what you're looking for.
Just calm down. We'll deal with this.
You'll deal with this. I was freaked out enough when I thought he was gay. Now he's a transvestite? I already have a cute daughter. What the hell do I need him for?
They told me Michael Rappaport was cast. Great.
My agent, came to me and then, read the script, and then I read the script and I jumped right in.
But we had to woo him a little bit.
We
We
had
had
to
to
woo
meet with
him
him in his
and-
manager's office, and, we had to...
He didn't necessarily want to commit right away. Actually, he begged me for the part.
A lot of guys do TV, make the jump into the movies. That's not original. That's not original. I did all that film work because I said, you know what? I had my eyes on the prize. One day I'm going to be doing a sitcom on Fox.
Okay, the network said if you don't use Rappaport, we're not making the pilot.
I don't know what's wrong with him. Maybe he's suffering from low self-esteem.
Yeah, makes no sense considering what a supportive father he has.
Look, I think we might need to take him to a professional.
What? I thought you didn't believe in therapy.
What therapy? I meant a hooker.
I was thrilled with working with Michael. I had not seen him in this medium. I think he'd done some Friends or something, but all I knew Michael was from the movies.
I was so excited because, working with Michael Rappaport, one of the greatest actors of our time, I had no idea who Michael Rappaport even was.
Just because you're half Jewish doesn't mean you're gonna do it half-assed, okay? For thousands of years, Jews had to learn that Hebrew crap. I had to do it, and you're gonna do it.
Yeah, but that sounds hard.
Too bad. That's what being a Jew's all about, suffering. Welcome to the club.
And the hardest one was Vicky. We actually went to the network with 3 different people, none of whom, honestly, we really believed in. Michael Rappaport.
Well, no,
was
they're very talented actors.
very talented, but just wrong for the role. And by wrong for the role, I mean refused to work with Michael Rappaport.
It had nothing to do with, sexuality. You hear about all these crazy stories about, actors kind of sizing up their wives. That's not me. You know what I mean? I wasn't looking for anything, off color or anything like that. I just wanted to find something simple, A woman who was stacked,
Well, he goes, oh, that is not my wife. And we go, well, no, she would be great. Oh, no, because I have to believe I would sleep with her, and I would not sleep with that woman. We were absolutely shocked to find a woman that Michael wouldn't sleep with.
I mean, whenever you have a really strong male character carrying a show or a female character, finding that person to go with them, because again, historically, Roseanne was better for having John Goodman, Home Improvement was better for Tim Allen having Patricia Richardson, Ray Romano had Patricia Heaton. We needed someone who could go toe-to-toe with Michael.
Hey.
They know you're home from work?
No.
How long you think we got?
If we're quiet, maybe 15 minutes.
Hey, what happened to parents that smoke have kids that smoke?
You really want to make an issue out of this, Mr. Pornography in your sock drawer? Because I'm willing to quit anytime you are.
And then they called a third time, and finally I said, okay, I'll just go meet him. Begging and pleading. It was pathetic, but I loved it.
Anita Barone came in, and she came in, she nailed it. And I just looked at Rob and Michael, and I just went, we all said, Rob looked at me, and I looked at Rob, and we're like, don't go anywhere. Don't get hurt. You're coming to network.
Anita Barone did great, and everyone knew it. And she walked down, and I turned to her. I go, so there you go, huh? I don't know. You don't know? What do you mean you don't know? I'm not sure. I go, and in my mind, I'm thinking, what do you mean you're not sure? I have seen every actress. Believe me, I'm sure. But you don't want to, stand up to the network president. But I didn't have a choice. I said, I got to tell you something. This is Vicky. You're wrong, you're not sure. There is no other choice.
Come on, you ready to go to lunch?
No, I don't think we should go anywhere. There's too much going on. There's too many open doors.
Come on, let's go. We can fool around in the car on the way home.
Now, I can't imagine being an actor sitting out there, giving a great audition, everyone laughing hysterically, and then the producer comes out and goes, and I said to her, I go, come on, you got to do it again. She goes, do it again? Do you want me to do something different? I go, I want you to do it exactly the same, but I want you to do it. Now, if it was me, I'd be going, what the hell's going on? They didn't like me. I'm in, I'm out, I don't think. But not Anita Barone. She came in there and she made a joke, and she started the scene again, and she was not as good as she was the time before. She was better.
By the end of the day, I had the job.
And Anita Barone? What can I say?
I guess I was so busy driving the carpool, going to work, and refinishing the dining room table, I totally forgot about your cereal. Can you ever forgive me?
It's kind of nice to say, if you line up all the sitcom moms I've done before, I'm really proud of this one. I really enjoy Vicky. I love her energy and her point of view. And her clothes. I can't tell you how many outfits of hers I've stolen from wardrobe.
We're going to his house to watch TV.
Okay, honey.
See, what is that about? Since when do boys watch TV together?
They gotta do something before they make out.
I work with people like a Rob Lauderstein, a Mindy Schulthis, these producers, a Michael Hanel, and Andy Cadiff, professionals, greats at what they do. Yeah.
We knew that there wasn't a live-action family show on the air. And
we knew they really wanted it.
And we knew they really wanted one. And we said to Rob, if you really want to get on the air, you need to do a live-action family show. And he said, ugh, I can't stand live-action, family shows. I would never watch a family show. I mean, it's like, take that show, 8 Simple Rules for Dating My Daughter. I mean, my attitude would be, if I was the dad, and my daughter was dating...
one simple rule.
If she sees your penis, I'll cut it off.
And when he said that line, we both immediately looked at each other.
And we said, that's the show.
And we
if
said,
you want to write that show.
That's the show we want to
do.
do. And we walked in, and literally, that was how we started the pitch, and he sold it in the room. Which turns out to be a miracle, because it was up until 5 a.m. drinking that morning.
My career was going one way, and my life was going one way, and then the war at home came, and everything just kind of went that way. You hear that? You hear that? That's my career being flushed down the toilet.
People always ask me, was this part written for Michael Rappaport? And my answer is always yes, but I didn't know it at the time, because now I can't imagine anyone else playing this part.
That must be Marla. Please be nice, Dad.
Of course I'll be nice. I'm always nice. Hey, wait a minute. Come here. Fix your hair. Looks like crap. Go ahead.
I read the script, and I thought it was one of the best pilot scripts I've read in ages.
Rob is a great exec producer, writer, in that he really does see the big picture of the show.
To a large extent, I play like Rob at my age.
His character is really one of my favorites because he reminds me so much of myself. He's a different version of me. I think he's the version that grew up to actually be straight.
Normally, I'd use the money I earn as an actor for college, but I'm gonna need this for therapy.
And for your information, you have no idea what my father puts me through, all right? He's on my case about everything.
Oh, really? Does he want you to stop drinking Quick Thin Shakes? Does he want you to quit the school musical? Does he want you to stop dating a girl just because she's a little chunky? Does he spank you even though you're 15 years old? Does he want you to join the soccer team for your mushy tushy? Stop me if any of this rings a bell, Dad.
He is writing versions of people that are in his life.
Some days I feel like Hillary. I feel like a young, beautiful teenage girl.
With any luck, I'll be driving up a virgin and driving home a well-oiled sex machine.
Or a virgin who stole his mom's car and got thrown in jail, and then became a well-oiled sex machine.
I think there's a lot of hard-working professionals on the show that really try to give us week to week a lot of dignity and things going smoothly, everybody cooperating, working together in a very positive way.
I can't believe you guys. You guys don't think that I can be nice unless I'm high? Well, screw you guys.
Aha! There's the Hillary we know and love.
He knows comedy, which is really important. He knows how to stage, we're, almost never disappointed with him. He's great. Whoops, did I say almost? We'll fix that in editing.
I'd worked with Andy Cadiff, the director, a number of times.
The closest I could say is like Woody Allen. He's like a Woody Allen, Tony Scott, and like, in my imagination, like what it would be like to work with Scorsese, but not Scorsese now. Young Scorsese, Taxi Driver Scorsese.
Maybe we should just cut Dad some slack, not give him such a hard time.
Do not go soft on me. Okay? Larry getting his ass beat is the best thing that's ever happened to us.
With Andy, I think there's a certain level of trust that we all have for him, but especially I know that I can count on him in every situation. Plus, I have some compromising photos he wouldn't want his family to see.
I'm auditioning for the school play. Have you ever heard of Annie Get Your Gun?
The 1946 Tony Award-winning Broadway musical with music and lyrics by Irving Berlin that made Ethel Merman a legend. I don't know, it sounds kind of familiar.
Andy is someone who I really respect and who's on Fridays when he's holding his clipboard, I really want to make sure that I do a good job for him. Because every Friday night he reminds me I am expendable.
That's it. Larry, you're gonna do what I tell you to do, and you're gonna do it now.
Get out of my face!
Larry, I'm not playing around. I'm bleeding?
This is really, my dad will tell you, one of the worst memories of our relationship was me as a teenager and him yelling at me and screaming, and my dad would do that. He would get right in your face and yell at you, and I don't know what happened, but the adrenaline was going, and I punched my own father in the nose. And like Larry, I saw the blood and I went screaming like a little girl, "Ah!" And I ran out of the house and didn't come home for 8 hours. Oh man, why did I say anything about that? I better get my dad seasons 1 through 5 of The Sopranos to keep him away from this one.
Underneath it all is laugh out loud comedy.
What happened to our stash?
Our stash? Since when do we have a stash?
You know.
No. I thought we decided to be more responsible and you were going to get rid of the pot.
I am getting rid of it. Little by little.
The whole Ozzie and Harriet and Leave It to Beaver and even the Brady Bunch, I don't think really represents the American family. And I'm not saying we represent every American family, but I think the norm is closer to the family on The War at Home than it is on those shows.
How often are you doing it?
Not a lot.
And more importantly, why are you doing it without me?
The character and the relationships between the characters is so authentic and so genuine. It feels real. It feels totally realistic.
Maybe a little too real. Sometimes Michael Rappaport thinks I really am his wife. Long story short, my number's unlisted.
I don't think we're trying to promote a moral message, but honestly, I think that we looked around and said there's really no show on about the hell of raising teenagers.
I want my 15-year-old son to look at the show and not say, "Dad, what is that? That's ridiculous. That doesn't happen. That's not what we're thinking. That's not what we're like."
The show's really a modern take on the way families are today.
What do you think?
Great. I can't wait to see the pants. There are pants, aren't there?
Well, I mean, we split focus. It's not only a show about the parents, and we actually do stories with kids, and that I think helps bring in a younger audience.
And you laughed when I said getting in this play would make me a chick magnet. Pass the bedazzler.
We take it to, another level, and I think it's really a good show, and I'm really proud of it.
The word home, it's like a little blessing.